You are in a place where your heart can be comforted, and this video is a gift that God has sent to you. God's love unending is honored to send this message. My child, I am here, a promise filled with love and light.
My beloved child. Now, as the night gently spreads across the earth like a mysterious velvet curtain, and the world sinks quietly into slumber, I, your Creator, your Father, begin to unfold a sacred plan, carefully arranged and crafted just for you. In this silence, I do not rest. Every beat of time is being fine-tuned like a divine symphony. And at the very center of this cosmic melody is you. Do you know? This is not a random moment. It is not coincidence, nor a fleeting breeze passing through your life by chance. No, my precious one, this very moment has been chosen since before time began, a sacred time I have set apart for you to step into the great destiny written in the palm of my hand. Your every step from now on will no longer be aimless. Every heartbeat will echo the call of a wondrous mission, because you are the one chosen, the one anointed to carry the mantle of revival, of rebirth, of heaven's outpouring of grace and power. I am working in the shadows, in places where the light has not yet reached, where your eyes cannot yet see. But do not worry, for the greatest things are often conceived in stillness. Just as a seed requires the quiet depth of the soil to sprout, you are being nurtured, warmed within a plan that only when the time is ripe will you see in full and weep in awe, realizing that I was never far, not even for a second. From this very moment, nothing will be the same. A new chapter is being written through your life, in golden ink that glows with hope, triumph, and everlasting love. The pain that once wounded you, the scars you thought would never heal, the doors that once slammed shut before you, they shall be reversed. I will use the very things that once broke you to build you up stronger. I will use your tears to water a new spring, a life that blooms from ashes. You do not need to understand everything right now. You do not need to prove anything to the world. Just trust. Just remain steadfast. Because I, the one who called you by name, who touched you with unconditional love, I will complete the work I began in you. No one, no force, can hinder what I have ordained. When I open, no one can shut. When I speak, the universe stands still. You are approaching a sacred encounter where you will no longer rely on your own strength, but be lifted by my almighty hand. Dreams you thought were dead will rise again. Prayers whispered in loneliness will come to life. And the most wondrous part is this: you will come to realize that it was never by your striving or your talent, but by a love that is great, pure, and unwavering. My love, the love of the one who never stops loving you. No matter how far you stray, how weak you feel, or how lost you've become, prepare yourself. My dear one, a new beginning is coming, not with thunderous noise or dazzling lightning, but in quiet certainty, in subtle yet meaningful signs. Those who once doubted you will be in awe. Those who turned their backs will return and exclaim, "This could only be from the Most High." For I will do this, not for your fame, but so the world will know that I, the Eternal One, still live and move among humanity. O child, from this moment on, let your heart open wide. Let faith be rekindled. Do not doubt when things remain unclear, for light will come at the appointed time. And even while you are still drowsy with sleep, even when your soul remains uncertain, I have already begun to act, not waiting for your strength, not requiring your readiness, but now, at your weakest, so that my power may be revealed in its fullness. You are the central figure in an extraordinary journey. I have written the script, prepared the setting, arranged every person and circumstance. Now, you need only step into it and live out your calling. Do not compare. Do not question. Do not shrink back, because I have chosen you. And when I choose, you are already enough. A new life is beginning, not tomorrow. Not when you succeed or become perfect, but in this very moment, as your heart opens and I, with hands full of love, prepare to pour out a miracle. Be ready. My beloved, your journey will not only transform you, it will be a light to many others. And from the deepest part of night, the radiant dawn will emerge. I, your Father, am doing this right now because I love you, and I have never forgotten my promise, my precious child. Yes, you have waited. Many nights your tears fell silently on your pillow. Many days you walked burdened by unanswered questions. You endured long seasons where no sign appeared to suggest anything would change. You kept praying, kept hoping, yet your heart often sank under the weight of doubt and worry, under the fear that your prayers had dissolved into empty space. You asked, Father, are you listening? And today, I come to answer you. Yes, I have heard. I always hear. Not a single tear of yours has been in vain. Not one silent groan has escaped. My understanding, when you knelt in solitude, when you had no words and only sobs remained, I was there, right beside you. I recorded every word, even those you could not express. Every moment you wrestled between exhaustion and hope, between despair and faith. I saw it all. I saw you choose to stand, even when your knees trembled. I saw you continue to love, to forgive, to rise, even when you were crushed to the core. I saw you refuse to give up, even when everything seemed to stand against you. And that very faith, moved heaven. That is true faith, the radiant beauty of a soul that clings to hope even in the storm. Now, I come to tell you what all of heaven is joyfully declaring. Your season of waiting is over. The dry days, the years of sowing in tears, they are turning into a harvest of joy. Prayers that once felt hopeless are beginning to bloom. What you thought was lost forever, I will restore. And not just in full, but in abundance, because I never do anything halfway. You once walked through the desert, but now you are stepping into green pastures. You once swallowed your tears as others received blessings while you waited, but now you will be the one who stands and tells the story of rescue, of divine intervention, of relentless love from me. You are not just entering a season of breakthrough, you are entering a season of victory, where every promise I gave you will begin to unfold. Picture this, my child, like a bow pulled tight. You have endured pressure and testing to the limit, not as punishment, but as preparation. And now, as I release my hand, you will soar farther than you ever imagined. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has deepened your soul, strengthened your patience, and paved the way for something far greater than you ever prayed for. Do not fear. Do not look back. Ahead of you lies not just survival, but fullness of life, not a time of doubt, but a time where faith will be confirmed, not heavy darkness, but radiant light filled with the goodness I am bringing. The door is now open, and nothing, and no one can close it. You will witness my righteousness, my mercy, and my faithfulness not merely in your thoughts, but through every experience in your life. I will lift you out of the mire and place your feet upon solid rock. I will show you why I made you wait, because what I have prepared for you is always the very best. And the best requires time to be made perfect. Rejoice, my child. Lift your voice in song. Walk with your head held high and your faith unwavering. The signs have changed. Everything is shifting. The heavens are opening. The rain of blessing is on its way. And you, the one who once sowed quietly in the night, will reap in the light. I am here. I have always been here. And from this very moment, I will make it clear to you, no prayer has been lost. No faith has been in vain. And no love in this world can ever surpass the love I have for you. You are chosen. You are beloved. And your season of breakthrough, of victory, of glory has arrived. My precious child, from the very beginning, even before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I called you by name in eternity. I engraved your image upon my heart. There has not been a single moment that my eyes have turned away from you. With every breath you exhale, with every quiet beat of your heart, I am present. I have never left you, even in the moments when you felt my silence. But my child, in that silence, I have been at work steadily, profoundly, and with a greatness beyond anything you could imagine. I have seen the nights you lay awake, unable to put into words the turmoil in your heart. I have heard the silent cries, the tears that soaked your pillow, the times you looked to the sky and whispered, "Lord, are you there? Do you hear me?" And now I answer, "Yes, my child. I have heard, I have seen, I have felt the depths of your pain. Every moment you held on when you wanted to give up, every step you took in faith, though the path ahead seemed dark, each one is precious in my sight. You have endured the season of waiting, and it has not been in vain. In that waiting, I was shaping you, teaching you patience, sacrifice, and trust that transcends circumstances. I was not only preparing the best for you, but preparing you to receive it. And now, as your heart has been refined in the fire of trial, as your faith has grown strong through the storm, I declare the waiting is over. Yes, my beloved, this is the moment. A new season is breaking over your life like a radiant dawn scattering the night. A season of breakthrough, not just a slight shift, but a total turning of the page. A leap forward in your destiny. A season of triumph, not merely overcoming, but stepping up and taking hold of what you once prayed for with tears. A season of promise where everything I have spoken over you will come to pass in the presence of many. I am not a man that I should lie. I do not speak in vain. I do not promise only to forget. What has gone forth from my mouth will not return empty. It will accomplish the purpose for which I sent it. I am faithful, the one who not only begins a good work in you, but brings it to completion in glory. I am the Lord your goad, unbound by time, circumstance, or man. No power in heaven or on earth can hinder what I am about to do in you. Now, I am unveiling things you never dared to dream. I will lead you to places you never imagined yourself going. I will open doors no one can shut, and they will open, not by chance, but precisely at the right moment, in the full authority of heaven. Every detail, every person, every circumstance, every momentous being aligned by my hand to serve the glory I am about to reveal through your life. Lift up your head. my precious one, for the season of mourning has passed, and now is the season of rejoicing. The chains that once bound you will be broken. The limitations that once held you back will vanish. The negative voices and the wounds of your past will no longer have power in your future. For the Almighty Godam stepping into the story of your life. And when I enter, everything changes. Your life, my child, will no longer be a repetition of the old and weary days. It will become a living testimony for the world to see that I am the living, God-loving, present, and active. People will witness the transformation in you and will be unable to deny this is the work of the Lord, not by your strength or your talent, but because I have ordained it and I never fail. Prepare your heart, expand your faith, walk forward with renewed hope. For I, in all my glory, power, and unchanging love, am drawing nearer than ever before. I am about to do something mighty in you, not to impress, but to fulfill the eternal purpose written for you before the foundations of the earth were laid. You are not forgotten. You are not insignificant. You are chosen, deeply loved, and you are the masterpiece my hands are building. And when I build, none can tear down. When I touch, none can block. When I act, all of heaven moves with me. From this moment forward, your life will never be the same. And what I am about to do will cause you and those around you to stand in awe and declare, "This is the hand of God." I know, my beloved child. Lift your head and open your heart. For what I am about to pour into your life will far exceed anything you've ever imagined. It will surpass every limit of human imagination. The blessings I have prepared for you are not merely rewards for your faithfulness. They are the living proof of my deep and unfailing love. The good things you once dreamed of, whispered about in the dark, written in tears and silent hope, I will multiply them many times over. Nothing you have lost has been wasted. No journey has been in vain. Every step, every pain, every tear has been gathered by me to build a future bright and unshakable, designed uniquely for you. My plan for your life is a perfect design woven from love, joy, and timeless perfection. I did not create you to merely survive the days, but to thrive in true meaning, to flourish in spirit, in peace, in relationship, and in every area of your life. I want you to live abundantly, not just with enough, but overflowing so full that it spills into the lives of others. And I speak these words not to lull you into wishful thinking, but to awaken within you a strong and living faith. I am working right now in your current reality. Do not fear what is coming, even if the road ahead seems unclear, even if you do not know what tomorrow holds. You can rest assured, I am with you. I will not forsake you. There is no night I cannot light, no storm I cannot still with a single word. When you look around and feel the weight of it all, remember, what you see is not the whole story. There is more happening behind the scenes. I am rearranging circumstances, transforming hearts, aligning the smallest details to lead you to the place I have prepared. You do not need to strive or figure it all out on your own, for I am the one who works on your behalf. And when the pressure feels too great, when the burdens seem too heavy, remember, I am your strength. I am the one who stands with you in the battle, many times fighting for you when you don't even realize it. You are not alone. What is against you cannot prevail over the one who is within you. I am your shield, your stronghold. When you are weak, I will carry you. When you are weary, I will lift you and walk with you through the roughest roads. Be steadfast, for I am the one who goes before you. I not only walk beside you, I prepare the way ahead, leveling the rough paths. Where there were once pits of failure, I will transform them into roads of triumph. Doors that slam shut before your eyes, I will open with my mighty hand. Dreams that were once shattered, I will gather and restore even, make them more beautiful than before. There is nothing lost that I cannot renew. Nothing is too far, too late, or too broken for me. I am not only the one who fights for you, I am the one who gives you the victory. Not a victory as the world measures, but a true triumph, freedom in your soul, peace beyond understanding, and joy that no one can steal. I will replace your tears with laughter. I will turn your darkest days into testimonies of my miraculous intervention. You will dance where your steps once dragged with heaviness. You will sing aloud where you once bowed your head in despair. And this is the unshakable truth. I am the one who makes all things new. I do not patch old fragments. I do not stitch together broken pieces. I rebuild from something stronger, purer, more beautiful. I do not merely heal, I resurrect. Not just restore, but transform. You will not simply return to how things once were. You will rise beyond what once held you back. I will place upon you a new crown, a new robe, a new identity. My beloved child, the time has come for you to trust not only in my power, but in my heart for you. I love you with an everlasting love, a love that does not change with failure, that does not fade in weakness, and that does not stop because of your mistakes. That love is the driving force behind every plan, the root of every blessing. You may not understand it fully, but take hold of it, for I am doing a new thing, and you are the living witness of it. Do not worry. Do not doubt. Do not turn back. Move forward, for I am holding your hand, and ahead lies a new season of life, a season of abundance, of joy, and of fullness. My precious one, in this quiet moment amid the stirring questions of your heart, amid the uncertainty, amid a future still veiled like morning mist, I invite you to pause and simply believe. Not believe based on what your eyes can see. Not believe because everything is going well, but a belief that rises above emotions, beyond circumstances, beyond your limited understanding. My child, I am not asking you to be perfect. I do not require you to have all the answers. I only ask that you offer me your tender, heart filled with unfinished dreams, silent worries, and fears you have not dared to name. Bring them all to my feet. And trust me. Trust me with all your heart. Leave no shadow of doubt in the hidden corners of your soul. Trust me with the dreams you thought had died, with the longings you dismissed as unworthy. Trust me with the wounds still unhealed, the fragile hopes you only whisper in the dark. And above all, trust me with your future, a future I already hold, have already written, and am already guiding, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. My dear child, I am who I said I am, unchanging, unmoved by time or shifting worlds. I am the Eternal One, and my love for you is eternal. I am your provider, and every need of yours, whether physical or spiritual, I can meet abundantly, on time, and in full. I am your healer, not just of the body, but of your innermost soul, where wounds were long buried, where pain remains untouched. I am your Redeemer, one who can recover what you thought was lost forever, the one who turns what's broken into glory. I am your restorer, not merely to where you once stood, but to raise you higher, to a better, more worthy place. And, my child, I am your Savior, the King of your life, not a distant, stern, or indifferent king, but one filled with mercy, whose eyes shine with tenderness, who bends low to lift you up when you fall. I do not rule by force, but by limitless love. I do not demand you approach me in fear, but invite you to draw near like a child running into the arms of a loving father. My love is unlike any love you've ever known. It does not come and go. It is not based on whether you are good or bad, strong or weak. This love is steadfast, enduring, unconditional, and unshakable. You've wondered, am I enough? And now I say, I am not just enough. I am more than all you could ever imagine. When you lack, I am your sufficiency. When you're weary, I am your rest. When you're confused, I am your wisdom. When you feel lost, I am your home. Everything you need, peace in your soul, clarity in direction, healing in memory, affirmation and calling can be found in me. I don't give you just a part of myself. I give you all of me. I don't offer a shallow love. I offer you my whole heart. So, my child, let go of the burdens. Stop fighting alone. Surrender. Trust. Lay everything upon me. Not because you've done enough good, but because I love you enough to carry it all for you. I know you every thought, every fragment, every secret you hide. And still, I choose you. Still, I love you. Still, I call you into my beautiful plan. There is nothing in you that causes me to withdraw. On the contrary, your weakness draws me near. To show my strength and mercy, you only need to do one thing: believe. Believe that I am who I say I am. Believe my promises are true. Believe that even now, though you cannot yet see, I am at work. And believe that you, yes, you are the one I have chosen to display my glory on this earth. So come forward, my love, with a heart wide open. Do not fear. Do not hesitate. Let me be everything you need. And you will see. What I have for you will always exceed what you ever hoped for. My beloved child, when darkness covers the sky and silence settles into every corner of your room, that is when I begin to move. While you sleepfully surrendered, no longer striving or worrying, that is the very moment I will perform wonders. You do not need to understand it all, control it, or hold it in your hands for tonight. I will act on your behalf. I will go before you quietly, yet powerfully. I will move mountains, the burdens you believed you could never overcome, the obstacles you thought would never shift. I will break chains, the ones that bound your mind, choked your dreams, made you doubt yourself. Invisible chains, fear, insecurity, words that crushed, a painful past. I will shatter them all. Nothing can hold you back when I have declared freedom. Tonight, in the stillness unnoticed by the world, I will open doors you once knocked on in despair, doors closed by rejection, by impossible circumstances, by untimely season snow. I will open, not by your might, but by my power. And when I open, no one, no force, no condition can shut them again. Those doors will lead you exactly where I've destined, where your divine purpose awaits. You do not need to fear delay, for I am never late. I am orchestrating every detail, every person, and every opportunity according to a perfect plan. The one you need to meet, the helping hand you've been missing, the timely word, the precise moment, they are all being aligned, connected, and placed exactly where they need to be. Nothing is random when I move. Every coincidence is a miracle in disguise. Every synchronicity is the result of a silent but divine intervention. I will speak into the hearts of people, even those who were once hardened, who once rejected you, who once opposed you. I will soften hearts of stone and enlighten closed minds. I will do what no human strategy of yours could ever accomplish. Support will come from unexpected places. Opportunities will arise in situations that seemed hopeless. You will witness hearts change, circumstances shift, and it will feel as though the heavens themselves are opening before your eyes. I am not merely making a way, I am removing every obstacle. The unseen things that have silently hindered you, made you hesitate, caused you fear curses, delays, invisible resistance, I will break them all. Nothing can block the path of one whom I have called, chosen, and sent. I will do what only I can do, not by human effort, not through status or connections, but by my hand alone. And when you wake up tomorrow, you will know something has changed, not just around you, but within you. A release, a strange and holy peace, a deep assurance that I have moved. You will see my fingerprints in the words you receive, in the doors that open, in the stillness of your mind. You will know it wasn't random. It wasn't chance, it was me. My hand has marked every situation, every event, every opportunity. And you will fall to your knees and whisper in your heart, Father, truly, you have done this. You heard me. You rescued me. You prepared this miracle while I was sleeping. My dear child, rest tonight. No more anxiety. No more striving. Lay it all before me. Because tonight, heaven is moving. And when heaven moves, nothing, absolutely nothing can stand in the way. Sleep with hope and awaken with wonder. For I am the promise keeper. I am the faithful one. And I am doing something new even in your peaceful sleep. My beloved child, today, I want you to understand a profound truth, a truth that will change the way you perceive everything that happens in your life. My child, everything I am doing, have done, and will continue to do in your life is not just for your own benefit, but for something far greater, my glory. Yes, my child, I love you with a deep, unchanging love. Every step I guide you in, every door I open, every miracle I perform, all of it flows from my unconditional love for you. But beyond even that personal love lies a greater plan, a sacred purpose, that my name be glorified through your life. When I bless you, it is not so you may simply live a comfortable, successful, or happy life by the world's standards. It is so that others may look at you and recognize me, so that those who once doubted will have to declare, surely, there is a living God in this person's life. I desire your life to be a living letter, a bold testimony that I am real, I am powerful, and I am at work in the world today. You will be a light in the darkness, a voice in the silence, a living image of one who is surrendered to me, through whom I will reveal the beauty, the power, and the righteousness of the kingdom of heaven in this broken world. My child, I am seeking hearts that no longer live for themselves, but for a higher purpose, to exalt my name, to expand my kingdom, and to bring light to places of deep shadow. And you, my beloved one, are the one I have chosen for that mission. Your life is not just about what you can achieve, but about what I can do through you when you obey me. When you place me above all else, I will lead you into places where only my grace can explain your presence there. I will do things that would be impossible without me. I will astonish those who knew you before, not because you are great, but because I am. And in the moment you humble yourself, when you lay down your own will and say, Lord, let your will be done in me, that is when heaven will begin to move. You will see your life begin to bear lasting fruit, not by your strength, but by the flow of grace. You will no longer drift through life, but carry spiritual weight, a weight that makes every step, every word, every act of yours a tool to accomplish my will on earth. I long to see you live, not just to receive, but to radiate, not only to be blessed, but to become a blessing, not simply to succeed, but to glorify my name through every victory. You are not merely a recipient, but a carrier of heaven's imprint, so that wherever you go, the atmosphere shifts, because I am within you. And remember this, my child, everything I do in you is always connected to a heavenly purpose, that my kingdom would expand, not by force or human strength, but by love, truth, and power from on high. Through your life, I want my truth to be made known, that I am the unchanging God, still saving, still healing, still restoring, still calling hearts back to the light. Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. That is what you pray. And that is what I am doing through your life. I am bringing heaven to earth, starting from within you. I want you to be the bridge between heaven and humanity, the one who stands in the gap, the voice that speaks my words to a generation hungry for truth yet unaware of it. So do not live only to wait for blessings. Live to be part of my great work. Surrender to me everything, your plans, your dreams, your time, your strength, even your fears. Because when you fully yield, I will use you in ways that defy human understanding. And it is then that my name will be glorified, my kingdom will advance, and my will-loving, wise, and good will be done on earth as it is in heaven. My precious child, hear this deep within your soul, for it is a truth that never changes. I chose you not because you were perfect. I do not seek perfection in you. I do not demand a spotless soul, a flawless life, or a heart that has never been broken. I see every crack in you, every flaw, every weakness you try to hide. And still, I chose you because my love goes beyond all of that. My love is not like worldly love. It is not a feeling that shifts with emotions or conditions. The love I have for you is unconditional, eternal, and unshakable. I did not choose you because you were better than others, nor because you were more deserving. I chose you for one reason alone. I love you. This love does not arise from what you do, but flows from my very nature. I am love. When I called you, I knew exactly who you were. I am not deceived by appearances or by the good deeds you strive to display. I know the things you dare not admit, the mistakes you try to forget, the wounds you hide in the depths. And yet, it was I looking at you with eyes full of compassion who called your name, not because you are strong, but because I will be strong in your weakness. You may think you are not good enough, not steady enough, not brave enough to walk into the great things I have prepared. But it is precisely when you acknowledge your weakness, when you no longer lean on your own strength, that my power will break forth. I do not need your strength to act. I only need your willingness. Give me your frailty, and you will see me forge from it a mighty vessel for the kingdom. And never forget this. My beloved, I anointed you not because you measured up to human standards. The anointing my calling, my choosing, and the power I pour upon your life is not a reward for perfection, but a gift of grace. If you've ever thought, I'm not good enough to be used, know this: no one is. No one can make themselves worthy. But I have done that on your behalf. Through the blood of my Son Jesus Christ, you have been made righteous, not by your works, but by his sacrifice. When he was crucified, your every sin was borne. When he said, "It is finished," the barrier between you and me was torn down. You no longer have to carry the burden of becoming worthy. Jesus already carried it for you. You are forgiven completely. You are redeemed entirely. You are clothed in righteousness not your own, but righteousness from heaven, born of my mercy. And that is why I can anoint you, commission you, and place you in the position I have ordained. Not because you've reached a standard, but because you are covered by the blood of the Holy One. My child, if you continue to see yourself through the lens of failure and imperfection, you will always feel unworthy. But if you view yourself through the lens of grace, you will see that you are chosen, beloved, and anointed to carry out a divine assignment. So, walk forward not with pride, but with deep gratitude, not in fear, but in trust. I have chosen you, called you, and empowered you, not so that you would strive to be worthy, but so you would fully live in the worth I have already given you through Christ. Rise up, my child. Let my love transform how you see yourself. Let my grace silence the accusations in your mind, and step into what I have prepared, not because you are strong, but because I am almighty in your weakness. I am the one who chose you, and I have no regrets in doing so. Therefore, my beloved child, prepare your heart truly. Prepare it for what is coming, will surpass every small expectation you've ever held in your heart. The promises I whispered to you in lonely nights, the dreams you thought were illusions, the good things you dared to hope for but never fully believed, they are drawing near. No longer distant shadows, no longer imagined possibilities, but living reality, soon to unfold in your life through my power. Prepare your heart not to brace against hardship as before, but to receive blessing. Blessing that is not earned through striving, nor won through exhaustion, but freely given from my merciful hand, from the one who loves you with a love beyond all boundaries. The time has come for you to stop living as though you must earn acceptance, and begin living as one who is chosen, loved, and appointed to inherit. Prepare your mind, for what I am about to do will astonish you. I will widen the canvas of your life and take you places you never dared to imagine. Doors that once seemed unrelated will suddenly become paths to your destiny. People you once thought strangers will become unexpected help. Moments that seemed like mistakes will align perfectly with divine timing. And to receive this, Your mind must be renewed. You must release old limits, let go of narrow thinking, and adopt the vision of faith, a faith that dares to believe nothing is impossible with me. Prepare your spirit, for miracles are coming. Not the miracles written in distant books, but miracles in your daily life. I will break through natural limitations. I will do what no method can explain. Sickness will retreat. Broken relationships will be restored. Buried dreams will live again. You will see me move, and you will fall in worship and declare, "Surely, Lord, you are the living God." Prepare your entire life, for the torrent of my grace and goodness will not merely visit, but dwell in you, overflow from you, and spread through you. Ready your heart to receive a season of blessing that will not only transform you, but flow through you to those around you. I will make you a vessel of life, a place where the weary find strength, the hopeless find light, and the thirsty find an unfailing spring. My child, do not let your mind be distracted by trivial things. Do not let your soul be chained by the memories of past failures. Do not let your life be governed by the chaos around you. Quiet your heart. Open yourself wide, and prepare. I am coming not with wrath, but with a rain of grace, not with judgment, but with great mercy. Set your priorities in order. Rekindle the flame of faith. Kneel in holy expectation. Let your heart be good soil, so that when the seeds of blessing are sown, they will rise, grow strong, and bear fruit 100-fold. For Lord, am not only the one who promised, but the one who will fulfill every word I have spoken. A season of blessing is near. The gates of heaven are opening, and you are the one I have chosen to receive it. Prepare yourself, for greatness is coming. My beloved child, prepare your heart not with fear, but with holy expectation, not with doubt, but with a deep faith that I am about to act. And what I am about to release will far exceed all you've ever dared to ask or imagine. Do not measure the future by your present reality, for what is coming is not dependent on circumstances, but on me, the one who makes all things, who can shift the universe with a single word. The night will not last forever. The trial is not the end of your story. Everything you've endured, the long years of waiting, the weary hours soaked in tears, the moments when you nearly gave up, have not been in vain. All of it is leading you to the glorious moment I have ordained. Prepare your mind. My child, cast off every small thought, every limiting belief you've ever imposed upon yourself. Do not let past experiences hinder the new thing I am preparing. The wounds of your past, the failures that once made you afraid, the prayers that seemed unanswered, leave them behind. Now, I am calling you into a new level of faith, not where you merely believe I can do it, but where you are fully convinced that I will do it, and that I am doing it right now. I want to clear your mind of every doubt, so that when my blessings come rushing in, you will not be so overwhelmed that you question the very miracle unfolding before your eyes. Prepare your spirit, the ground where faith takes root and hope is revived. Your spirit is the dwelling place for the sacred things I am about to release. It is not a place for worry to settle, nor for fear to take root, but a place I long to fill with my Holy Spirit. Take time to be still, to seek me, to open your heart to receive a presence deeper and more vibrant than ever before. I will breathe life into what seemed barren. I will resurrect promises you thought were dead. And I will place within you a divine awareness of the direction I am leading. Then, prepare your life. For what I am about to do will not only impact your spirit, but will touch every area: your finances, your work, your relationships, your family, your dreams, even the things you've never dared to speak aloud. Begin to live as if you're already stepping into your promised season. Cleanse your life. Let go of what no longer belongs in this new chapter. You may need to part with certain relationships, change your lifestyle, or release habits that once seemed harmless. For you cannot carry old burdens into a new season. Clothe yourself in readiness, for the waterfall of grace I'm about to pour out will not stop until your life is completely filled. My blessings do not trickle, they overflow. They are not random strokes of luck, but the full unfolding of a plan written from eternity past. I saw this very day before you ever drew breath. I have engraved your name in the palm of my hand. And now, what I have destined for you: a life full of hope, a future secure. A glorious calling is about to be revealed, like a curtain lifting on the radiant stage of divine intention. You will see, my child, you will see with your own eyes, not merely hear it told, not simply read it in books or listen to someone else's testimony, but you yourself will become a living witness to my power and unchanging love. What I am about to do in your life will become undeniable proof that God is real, that He is good, and that He is faithful to fulfill His promises. So, prepare, beloved one, not with panic, but with expectation, not with the anxious question, will it really happen, but with the deep faith that says, it surely will. Let your mind no longer be filled with what-ifs and maybes, but let your heart echo with the bold declaration, I believe you. I await you. I am ready for my season of breakthrough. I am coming. I am moving. And what I bring is not a faint glimmer of light, but a blazing dawn, a transformed life, a radiant future full of glory. Be ready. My child, what I'm about to do will bring you to your knees, and you will cry out in awe, Lord, you have been far too good to me. My beloved child, I see you. I know every path you've walked, not from afar, not through a distant gaze, but with the intimate understanding of a father who has always been there, beside you, even when you didn't realize it. I know you've endured. I know the trials did not just pass by. Once they lingered, they weighed you down. They made you feel as if you could no longer go on. I know your faith has trembled, not because you don't love me, but because you've grown weary. I saw you walking through darkness, still holding my hand though you couldn't see ahead. I saw you bow your head in prayer, not from a rush of emotion, but from steadfast loyalty, and that your quiet perseverance, your faith in confusion, your faithfulness in trialis, what moves heaven. You once thought the valleys you crossed were the end. You believed there was no way out, that your efforts were wasted, that all the doors had slammed shut. But I ask you now to see with new eyes. Every trial you faced was never meant to destroy you, but to refine you. Those difficulties were not rejection, they were preparation. Every sorrow, every stumble, every tear shed in silence, they were the stones I used to pave the road to this very moment. Not one step you've taken was wasted. Not one prayer fell into a void. Not one tear escaped my notice. You didn't know it, but in the moments when you collapsed, when you had no strength left, I was holding you close and building something deep within your soul, a new strength, a spiritual maturity that comfort and ease could never produce. You think you are weak, But I say, you are stronger than you know, not because you never trembled, but because you never gave up. You think you are fearful, but I say, you are braver than you believe, not because fear never knocked, but because you kept walking despite it. And you think you are small, insignificant boot. Oh, my child, you are more deeply loved than you can imagine. My love for you is not based on your achievements, but on my very nature. That love has shielded you, sustained you, and know it is about to usher you into a season of great reward. Now is the time for me to act. I have not forgotten a single act of obedience, no matter how small. I have not overlooked a single moment when you chose righteousness, even when no one saw. I have seen your trust, even when you couldn't feel my presence. And it is that trust, that perseverance, that enduring faith which I am now going to reward. You are about to enter a new season, not just of breakthrough in circumstances, but of elevation in spirit. I will open your eyes to see that the pain of the past laid the foundation for the joy now coming. I will give you more than you imagined, not because you've done enough, but because you've believed enough. I will lead you to a place where your heart will overflow with gratitude, not just for the miracle that has come, but for the realization that I never left. Beloved, do not be surprised when everything begins to shift. Do not fear sudden changes. They are not accidents. They are the sound of the trumpet declaring that your season of deliverance, restoration, and reward has arrived. Stand firm. Stand still in faith. Lift your head, for I, faithful only, am fulfilling my promise to you. That which you wept for, prayed for, held on in faith, for it is now on its way. I have not forgotten you, not once. And now, I am rewarding you, because you believed, because you were faithful, because you did not give up, and above all, because I love you with an everlasting love. My beloved child, listen closely to what I say, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Open your soul like parched ground longing for rain. For what I am about to speak is not only comfort, but prophecy of an abundant season coming your way. I am not a God who gives sparingly. I am not a father who counts every grain of grace with caution. No, my child, I am the God of abundance. Not just enough, not just barely sufficient for the present, but more than enough. Overflowing beyond measure, beyond anything you could imagine. The blessings I have for you are not a trickling stream. They are a rushing river, a divine flood of goodness, powerful enough to sweep away every lack, every fear, every limit you've ever set upon yourself. I will not merely open one door as you have asked. I will open the windows of heaven. And when those windows open, light, life, healing, transformation, and blessing will pour down upon your life like an unrelenting rain. You will not be able to count them. You will not be able to contain them. You will not be able to withhold the joy and gratitude bursting from your heart, for I will bless you so greatly. You will be compelled to share it. Your needs, the things you plead for with anxiety, with fear, unsure if they will be granted, you do not need to be hesitant before me. You don't need to ask timidly, as though I am unwilling to give. Know this. I do not merely meet needs, I surpass them. You ask for one, I give 10. You look for a way out, I open an entire field of opportunity. You ask for a healed heart, I give you a new one, vibrant, full of love, rich with purpose. You once thought what you were asking for was great, but I tell you the truth, what I am preparing to do is far greater still. not just meeting your request, but going exceedingly beyond all you ask or imagine, not just healing your wounds, but turning your pain into a victory song, not merely restoring what was lost, but creating something new, better, more beautiful, more enduring. Remember, I am the one who transcends all limits. Time is no constraint to me. I can do in a moment what you've waited a lifetime for. Resources do not bind me. I am the creator of the universe. I lack nothing. People cannot limit me. I can change hearts. Position those you need in the right place, at the right time. Even your own limitations are not a barrier. I do not ask you to be enough, for I am your sufficiency. And the most wondrous part is this: I will do it in such a way that will leave you speechless. When the blessings pour out, you will stand in stunned silence. You will not comprehend how everything could have happened so swiftly, so completely, so perfectly timed. You will be unable to put it into words. Only tears of overwhelming gratitude will remain. You will realize, this is not a reward, but grace. This is not the fruit of your effort, but the mark of my boundless love. You will tell others not out of pride, but with a heart broken open in awe. You will become living proof that God is not just the one who hears prayers, but the one who does far more than we could ever ask. You will be the evidence to a doubting generation that God still moves, still loves, still overflows. He has, as He is, and as He always will be. So, my child, open your heart wide. Remove the small vessels you've used to hold hope. I am about to pour out something that cannot be contained in old structures. Be ready to receive a no, just an answer, but a season of abundance. I am the God of more than enough, and I have chosen you to be the living testimony of that truth. Believe, because what I am about to do will shake heaven and earth with the glory of my presence flooding your life. Therefore, my beloved child, when night falls and the world fades into slumber, let your heart also find rest, not in worry, not in tangled thoughts, but in the unshakable assurance that I am with you. I am not merely beside you like a companion, but I am your shelter, your keeper, and I cover you with unfailing love. You do not lie down in loneliness, you rest in my embrace. The one who never sleeps, never ceases to watch over you. Rest, for I am on your side, even when you feel misunderstood, abandoned, or that no one truly grasps what you carry inside. I understand. I see into the deepest places of your soul, where even your words cannot reach. And there, I speak. I am here. I am for you. I fight for you. Nothing from yesterday, nor anything awaiting you tomorrow, can change this truth. You are mine, and I am your defender. Rest with steadfast trust that I am working all things together for your good. Even the illogical moments, the losses, the delays, and the painful no's you've received, they are all pieces I am fitting into a greater masterpiece, a picture you cannot yet see in full. But one day you will cry out, Father, everything you have done is good. And rest in deep peace, not from external circumstances, but from the certainty that I am in control. No event escapes my sight. No surprise catches me off guard. Nothing can come near you without passing through my loving permission. I am leading you not by accident, but with perfect wisdom, and in that guidance, you are completely safe. And when the morning light breaks, when the birds sing the day awake, Rise with readiness, for something new is beginning. Not a repeat of yesterday, not a monotony of ordinary days, but a fresh, seasoned, anointed beginning, ordained by my very hand. Be ready to open your heart wide to receive what I am pouring out: unexpected blessings, long-lost answers, doors opening that no one can shut. Be ready to walk not with the heavy steps of one burdened, but with the lightness, strength, and confidence of one walking in the victory I have already prepared. I have gone before you. I have leveled the ground. Every step you now take is within the leading of my Spirit, under the protection of heaven, and surrounded by every promise I have spoken over your life. My beloved, sleep in peace and wake in expectation, for I am doing a new thing, and you will not only witness it, you are chosen to walk in it, to live it, to delight in it, and to share it with the world. My dearest child, do you know that among countless souls on this earth, my eyes have sought you, not a passing glance, not a fleeting moment of attention, but a gaze filled with everlasting love that never turns away. I love you with an eternal love, love not faded by time, not altered by your failures, not diminished by the weaknesses you think disappoint me. No, my child, my love is not like human love. It does not depend on your worthiness, but flows from who I am. I am love. When I created you, I did not make a copy. I did not shape you as a small part of a nameless crowd. I called you by your name, a name I engraved into my palm before your first cry. In every cell of your being, in every unique detail of your soul, I placed a purpose. You are not an accident, not a random occurrence in the flow of time. You are the one I chose. And not only chosen, I have set you apart. You do not belong to this world. You do not walk the paths others have drawn, nor live by the standards they impose. You belong to me. I have called you out not so you would feel misplaced, but so you would understand. You are reserved for a holy purpose, a mission that only you can fulfill in the way I have designed. You are an instrument shaped for a glorious work, a vital note in the sacred symphony I am composing among mankind. I have anointed you not merely so you feel special, but so you are empowered to love, to heal, to stand firm, to declare truth, to shine light in the darkness. That anointing is not some abstract feeling. It is the seal of the Spirit, the power resting upon you, the overflow of my presence in all you do if you walk in obedience and faith. And I have not only called, not only anointed, I have also equipped you with all that is needed. What you believe you lack, I have already prepared. Skills, knowledge, connections, opportunities, everything is being arranged by me, little by little, at the right time, in the right way. You do not enter the battle empty-handed. You go forth with the weapons of heaven, the armor of righteousness, the unshakable promises, and the light that leads the way through every darkness. You never have to walk alone. I have gone before you, smoothing the rough paths and clearing away the stones that might have caused you to stumble. The things you now pass through with ease, it's because I quietly prepared the way in advance. And in every step you take, whether swift or slow, strong or weary, I am with you, not only as your guide, but as your companion, the one who lifts you when you're tired, your safe refuge when the storms come. My child, never think of yourself as nameless in the vast flow of life. You are the one I have called, the one I love, the one I have chosen and sent. Nothing in your life is by chance. Not a single moment is outside of my will. Everything you've walked through, both the good and the painful, I am using to shape and refine you into the very person you were created to be. So rise up, my beloved. Walk with confidence and know because you are strong, but because you belong to me, the everlasting one. Trust in the anointing I have placed upon you. Use all that I have equipped you with. And always remember, wherever you set your foot, I have already been. Whatever you are called to do, I have already provided the strength to accomplish it. You are mine, and I will never leave you. I am the one who began the good work in you, and I will be the one to bring it to completion. My dearest child, listen closely and let these words be etched deep within your heart. I am your God, not a distant deity, not an abstract force, but the living one, the creator of heaven and earth, and your Father full of mercy, never leaving your side. I am your friend, the one who hears every breath, understands every ache, shares every joy and every tear, and at the same time, I am your King, the one enthroned in glory, who reigns over all, who speaks and all things obey. You do not belong to a chaotic world, you belong to me. And now, my child, I am about to do something in your life, something that will change everything. Not a small shift, not a temporary adjustment, but a turning of the page, new chapter, an eternal turning point. You will look back and realize, from that moment on, my life was never the same. So be ready. Be ready for breakthrough, the breaking of every limit that once held you back, the tearing down of every barrier, the shattering of every cycle that seemed unbreakable. I am coming like a mighty wave, demolishing every wall and carrying you beyond what you once thought unreachable. Be ready for miracles. I do not only work within what makes sense, I am the one who does the impossible. The situations you gave up on, the prayers you stopped praying because you thought it was too late, I am breathing life into them now, and you will witness miracles clear, undeniable, and vibrant, crafted by my own hand. Be ready for victory. The battle will not end in defeat, but in glory. The struggles you've grown weary of fighting, I will bring them to a triumphant end, not by your sword, but by my power. I will make it known that I am your defender and deliverer. Be ready for overflow. No longer living in lack, no longer burdened by daily worry, but living in abundant grace. I will fill the empty places in you, satisfy you with peace, with joy, and with a living hope. Be ready to receive the new thing I am doing. You will no longer live in the old, the worn-out ways, the familiar limits, the narrow thoughts. I am renewing it all. I am bringing you into a new season, a new way of living, a new light, unlike anything you've ever seen. Be ready for the blessings I am pouring out. Heaven is opening. The windows of my kingdom are wide open. I am not sprinkling, I am flooding streams of living water flowing through your soul, reviving what was once barren, resurrecting what you thought was long dead. Be ready for the doors I am opening, the doors you once knocked on in tears, the ones you begged for in desperation. They are now swinging open. No one can shut what I have opened. These are doors to opportunity, to breakthrough, to divine calling, all unfolding before your very eyes. Be ready for the chains I am breaking, the invisible bondsphere, shame, insecurity, painful pasts. I am snapping everyone, and you will walk out in freedom, with firm steps, a healed soul, and a heart bursting with new life. Be ready for the mountains I am moving. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, the towering blocks that clouded your vision will be removed by a single word. You will see me act not slowly, but with power and suddenness. Be ready for the dreams I am fulfilling. The dreams you thought were long gone. The visions you dismissed as illusions, I am bringing them to life. For I did not plant dreams in your heart only to extinguish them. I placed them there and I will complete them. Be ready for the promises I am keeping. The words I have spoken through Scripture, through revelation, through the quiet moments between you and me, I have not forgotten a single one. Every word is nearing fulfillment. I am the promise keeper, the one who does not lie. And now, you will see what it means when I keep my word. And above all, my child, be ready for the new life I am giving you. A life no longer ruled by fear, no longer strangled by the past, no longer confined by what you thought was impossible. A life fully aligned with my eternal purpose, a life radiant, purposeful, vibrant, and filled with light. Be ready, not to strive and make it happen, but to receive what I am already doing. Open your heart, open your hands, open your faith, for the miracle is near. The new season is at hand. My glory is about to be revealed and you are an indispensable part of it. I, your God, your Father, your friend, and your King will bring to completion what I have begun. Be ready, for I am coming with something no one can stop. My beloved child, the time has come, the time appointed, since before the beginning of time when I declare, you are the next. Not by accident, not by human order, not by chance or luck, but because I have chosen you, seen you in the crowd, called you by name, and placed you next in line to meet mine, a divine encounter, unlike anything you have ever known. You are the next to step into a sacred meeting, where not only your heart will be touched, but your whole being, mind, soul, and body will be wrapped in my presence. That presence will not only bring comfort, but a supernatural shift. You will not live the same. The old will pass away. The limits you once carried will dissolve. You will enter a new season, a season of breakthrough, a season of transformation, a season of change beyond human comprehension. You are the next in line to receive grace and favor, not merely enough to get by, but an abundant outpouring from the depths of my mercy. This grace will heal wounds you thought were permanently etched into your soul. This favor will open doors you believed were forever closed. You will be so covered by my kindness that you will have to pause and exclaim, Lord, how can you be so good to me? You are the next in line to witness fulfillment, the promises you've held onto for years, the words you recorded in your journals, the scriptures you've prayed over countless times. They are about to come to life clearly, vividly, and right on time. And when it happens, you will know. Not a single word from my mouth falls to the ground void. I keep my word. I fulfill what I have promised. You are the next in line to step into the destiny I myself have prepared. Not a path laid out by others, not a supporting role in someone else's life, but a journey designed uniquely for you, where every step is filled with meaning, where every open door brings you closer to the complete fulfillment I have ordained. This destiny is not far off, not shrouded in mystery. It is right before your eyes, and I am about to unveil it more clearly than ever before. My beloved child, you are the next, And what I am about to do in your life will leave even you in awe and wonder. Not because it is too beautiful, too grand, or too deep, though it will be all those things, but because it will bear my unmistakable mark. You will not be able to deny it. You will not be able to explain it away as coincidence. You will know it is the powerful hand of the God who has loved you, pursued you, and waited for this very moment to reveal His glory through your life. So tonight, sleep well. My child, let your mind rest. Do not allow worries to weigh you down. Do not let fear slip into your sleep. Rest in a peace that does not come from circumstances, but from the assurance that I am with you. I am not watching from a distance. I am holding you, covering you, guarding you through the night. Rest in the certainty that I am working for your good, even when you cannot see it. I am at work, even when everything seems silent. I am arranging things, every detail, every person, every opportunity. I am connecting it all perfectly. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are at the very center of my plan. Sleep in the confidence that I reign. Nothing happens outside my will. No disruption can derail my plan. I am in control of everything, and I am causing all things to work together for your good. And when the dawn breaks, when you open your eyes after a peaceful night's sleep, be ready. Be ready to step into the new thing I am doing. Be ready to receive the blessings I am pouring out. Be ready to walk in the victory I have already prepared, not by your strength, but because I go before you. You are the next. My child, it is time for you to take your portion in my everlasting faithfulness. And what I am about to do will cause both you and those around you to lift up praises to my name. You are the next. Yes, my beloved, you, not someone else, not the one with more talent, not the one who's never stumbled, not even the one you've always thought was more worthy than you, but you. I saw you before you were born. I etched your name in the palm of my hand. I have watched your every step, every heartbeat, every silent sigh no one else noticed. I know you are not perfect, but I chose you. I know you have doubted. You have been weak. You have fallen, but I, the one who created you, have called your name among many to do something extraordinary. You are the next in my powerful plan. You are the one I have been waiting to bring into a sacred momenta, divine breakthrough, not just a gentle shift, but a deep, sweeping transformation that will leave both you and those around you astonished. I am about to do something that will change everything, not just your outer circumstances, but the very core of who you are, your thinking, your perspective, your self-understanding. And the way you live it will all be new. The old will pass away, and everything will become newbie, my hand. Trust me, not just with fleeting emotions, but with a steadfast faith built upon my word, my promises that never fail, never delay, never return void. You may not see the whole picture. You may not understand why things have unfolded this way, but I am inviting you to trust. Trust in me, no because you always see me moving, but because you know I never stop working, even when the road ahead is unclear. Let faith be your lamp, because I am holding your hand, walking with you through every season, every stage, every door I am about to open. Place your trust in me, not in feelings, not in your own timeline, not in changing circumstances. Place your whole heart in me, the one who will never disappoint you. I know there have been times you hoped and were let down. There have been dreams you had to lay aside, There have been prayers still awaiting answers. But my child, none of it is meaningless. They were only the prologue to something far more wondrous, something I am now preparing to give to you. And now, watch me move. Let me be God in your life, not just in theory, but in your living reality. Watch quietly, and you will see me turn the impossible around, open doors that seemed forever shut, and create opportunities beyond your wildest dreams. I will act beyond what you ask or imagine. What I am about to do will be unlike anything you've seen before. It will be deep, unexpected, glorious, and undeniably mine. And when it happens, when miracles begin to bloom, when the impossible becomes reality, you will not be able to stay silent. You will cry out, not with rehearsed words, but with a heart truly overwhelmed. Only God could have done this, no one else. No human effort, no earthly plan. Only Meth, living God, the faithful one, who has loved you and chosen you for this moment. My child, I say it once more as a resounding bell in the depths of your soul. You are the next. Believe. Open your heart. Be ready, for what I am about to do will completely transform you, and the whole world will look on in awe and bow in reverence, because you will be the living testimony that says, "This is the work of the Lord. No one else could have done this." Oh, my beloved child, open your heart and listen, not with your ears, but with your very soul, for I am calling your name, calling you more clearly and powerfully than ever before. You are the next, my child, not someone else, not someone better, stronger, or more deserving, but you. Exactly, you are being positioned for a great and irreversible transformation in your life. You are the next, and what I am about to do will not be a small gesture, not merely a moment of encouragement, but a turning point, a wave of breakthrough, so strong you will never be the same again. It will change how you see yourself, how you live, how you believe, and how you walk in the calling I placed in you from the very beginning. So be ready, my child. Be ready, not merely in outward action, but through a deep inner preparation where your soul opens to receive that which surpasses human understanding and plans. Be ready for breakthrough where everything that seemed delayed, buried, or forgotten will erupt in power. The limitations you've grown used to will dissolve. The things that once hindered you will be swept away like dust beneath my feet. Be ready for miracles not distant, abstract wonders, but my living, tangible interventions in every detail of your life. Miracles in your family, miracles in your mind, your finances, your future. Miracles in the places where hope once died. I will act in ways no one can foresee, so that you may know I am the Almighty God, still working wonders. Be ready for victory for the battle you thought you had lost. I will change the outcome, not by your strength, but because I am the one who fights for you. Prepare your mind to step out of the role of a victim and to clothe yourself with the identity of a victor. You will no longer need to hide, to bow your head, or to live in fear, for you will rise in the glory I bestow upon the chosen. Be ready for abundancy, no mere sufficiency, but overflow, so much that you cannot contain it for yourself alone. I will pour into you new joy, peace that surpasses all understanding, and both spiritual and material resources, so that you may live fully and become a blessing to those around you. You have lived within limits, but now you will live in divine abundance from the world. But from heaven, be ready for the new thing I am doing. Do not search for the old. Do not expect me to repeat the former ways. What is coming is unprecedented, one of a kind, designed uniquely for you. It will require you to release old mindsets, old paths, and the limitations you once imposed upon yourself. But do not fear, for I will walk with you every step of this new journey. Be ready for the blessings I am pouring out. They are not small or fleeting. They are continuous, enduring, and overflowing. Prepare your heart to receive without doubt, to no longer block yourself by thinking, "Am I worthy? For I have called you. I have chosen you, and I have appointed your portion." You do not need to earn it only. Receive it with faith and surrender. Be ready for the doors I am opening. Doors that were once shut due to bias, circumstance, or delay are now being opened by my own powerful hand. And when I open them, no one can shut them. You will see opportunities arise from unexpected places, invitations from surprising sources, and new paths you never imagined. Be ready for the chains I am breaking. The things that have bound you, sin, fear, shame. The past will shatter under the power of my name. You will feel lighter, freer, and stronger than ever before. Not because of your effort, but because heaven's deliverance has been declared over your life. Be ready for the mountains. I am moving the obstacles that once seemed immovable. The burdens you've carried for too long, they will be cast away by my hand. In their place, you will see a road made wide, level, and radiant with my guiding light. And above all, my child, to be ready for the fulfillment of the dream I planted in your heart, perhaps in your childhood, or during a night of sorrow, or in a season of tears. That dream is not dead. It has been waiting for the appointed time to bloom. That time is now. Be ready for my promises to be fulfilled, for every word from my mouth that you have clung to in faith now to become reality, clear and undeniable. Be ready for the new life I am giving you, a life no longer bound by the past, no longer restrained by fear, but led by my love, my power, and my abundant grace. For you are the next, and I, your unchanging God, am about to do something that will cause both you and the world to stand in awe of the glory I will reveal through your life. My beloved child, engrave this word deep within your heart, like a flame that never dies in the night. You are the next. Yes, you, not someone else, not someone more talented, not a soul that deserves it more, but you, with all that you are, with your weaknesses, your pain, and the quiet hopes you've carried in your heart all these years. You are the next, my beloved, and I, your Father, the Eternal One. I am about to do something in your life, something that will not merely touch a single area, a fleeting moment, or a passing emotion, but a complete transformation from the inside out, from past to future, from what you once feared to what you will now stride into with bold faith. I am about to do something that changes everything. Everything that has wearied you, made you feel invisible, caused you to doubt yourself. I will overturn it, redeem it, and use it as a launching pad for an entirely new chapter. The dreams you thought had died, I will resurrect. The promises you thought forgotten, I will fulfill. The good things you once believed were only for others now, I will pour them out upon you. So tonight, my child, sleep in peace. Let your heart rest fully. No more striving. No more anxiety. No more wondering if goodness was ever meant for you. Lay your head upon my everlasting faithfulness, and breathe in the safety of knowing that your God never break my promises. I am moving, though your eyes may not yet see. I am shifting, though your hands may not yet touch it. I am moving mountains, making paths, and preparing things you haven't even dared to dream. Tonight, as you rest, I do not sleep. My mighty hand is at work. I am turning situations, touching hearts, and repositioning everything to bring you into the fullness of your blessing. And when you rise, rise in readiness, not merely for a new day, but to receive all that I have prepared for you. Open your heart, your mind, your whole life as a clean vessel, humble yet expectant that I may fill it with my unending goodness from heaven. For I am not a God of empty promises. I am your God. I am the one who formed you, who preserved you in silence, who wept with you in the dark, and know who will lift you up, set you firmly upon the rock, and declare before heaven and earth, this one is many, and I will do great things through them. It will not come quietly. It will come clearly, powerfully, and in a way that will leave even you astounded at the kindness that surpasses all understanding. And in that moment you will cry out, without hesitation, without doubt, with tears flowing freely, only God could have done this. And yes, that is true. Only one who has loved you from the beginning, the one who knows your name, the one who never left you, can do such a thing. And now, I am doing it, because you are the next. Rest well, my beloved. Tomorrow and every day after will not be like yesterday. A new season has come, and it belongs to you. But it is I, the one who never changes, who am also the God of transformation. My unchanging nature is the very foundation upon which I guide you through seasons of changes safely, lovingly, and wisely. I am always at work. I am always moving. Not for a single moment am I still while you are in the midst of growth. I never abandon you halfway. I am shaping, transforming, refining, not to harm you, but to beautify you, beauty in heaven's way, beauty in purpose, in soul. In essence, I am the potter. My hands, full of patience and precision, are gently molding every detail of your life. You are the clay, sometimes hardened, sometimes fragile, sometimes broken, but in my hands. You are never discarded. I mold. I reshape. I begin again if necessary, not because you are a failure, but because I see immeasurable worth in you. I am the master architect. On my blueprint, your life is not a random sequence, but a living temple built with love, mercy, and power. I am laying each stone, each experience, each trial, each prayer to construct a sacred structure where my name is glorified through your very existence. I am the author of your life. No one else can hold the pen and write your story as I do. The early chapters may be full of tears, stumbles, and unanswered questions, but do not rush to conclude when the story is still unfolding. I am writing a new chapter, a chapter unlike any before it, a chapter of restoration, of breakthrough, of receiving blessings, and of mission fulfilled. The changes that are coming are inevitable. Do not be surprised when everything around you begins to shift. Do not fear when relationships change. Old doors close, and familiar paths disappear. For it is I who am moving. I am removing what no longer fits, purifying what no longer gives life, and shaping you into the person I have called you to be since before time began. You are in the midst of the refining process. I am strengthening your spirit, grounding you deeper, filling you with wisdom and steadfastness. The changes are not meant to harm you, but to prepare you for something greater, the divine destiny I have appointed for you. So, my child, do not fear change. It is not meant to crush you. It is not punishment. It is the necessary transformation to take you from the old into the promised land. It is the means by which I build you not only outwardly, but more profoundly, within your soul. Every change I allow carries a promise. I will be with you every step of the way. And for one, these changes will bring hope, a hope that is not empty, not circumstantial, but rooted in me, the one who began a good work in you and will bring it to completion. I will lead you into the fullness of my promises, not early, not late, but in the sacred timing I have ordained. My beloved child, I know your heart grows weary at times, confused by the many transitions and challenges you face. But today, I want you to know this: everything I am doing has a purpose, and that purpose is good, divine, and predestined before the foundation of the world. I am transforming you not to make you suffer, not to make you doubt yourself, but to shape you into my image, to make you a bearer of heaven's imprint in a world that longs for truth and light. I am pouring out my spirit upon you, not only so you may feel my presence, but so you may be equipped, anointed, and sent out. You are no longer merely an observer of my kingdom's movement. You are no longer just a petitioner, waiting and hoping. You are my witness, the one I have placed on this earth to shine, to live differently, to declare my unwavering power and love. Every trial you go through, whether brief or prolonged, hidden or obvious, is a tool in my hands. Every tear, every time you fall and rise again, every moment you persist in trusting me in the darkest is a brick in the temple of faith I am building within you. You are being prepared not for a normal life, but for a great calling, a divine destiny uniquely designed for you, and only you can fulfill it as I have intended. Therefore, my child, do not resist the changes, even when they confuse you, hurt you, or make you feel alone. Remember, they are part of my sanctifying work. I am sculpting you, molding you, refining you not to punish, but to prepare, like a skilled potter forming a precious vessel. I am using those very trials to forge within you a strength, a faith, and a steadfastness that cannot be shaken. I am the God of new beginnings. I will not leave you in the old. I will not imprison you in the past. I am the one who makes all things new. Each day I give new light, new breath, new opportunity, and now I am giving you a new beginning. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty. You thought everything had fallen apart, that nothing remained worth holding onto but from those very ashes. I will raise something magnificent. I will turn the ruins of old dreams into the foundation for a radiant calling. I am the one who transforms mourning into dancing, and sorrow into joy that no one can take away. What you thought was the end is precisely where I begin writing a new story, one that is more beautiful, deeper, and eternal. I am the one who brings life out of death. Nothing is too late for me. I called Lazarus out of the tomb, and I am calling you out of fear, out of stagnation, out of dead memories to rise into new life. I bring hope out of despair. When others say, there is no way, I say, I am the way. When you say, I can't go on, I say, I will do it through you. When the world labels you defeated, I turn defeat into victory, for you no longer fight alone. I am the one who fights for you. The changes I am bringing are not random. They are necessary. They are the building stones for a strong and fruitful life in me. You are being led into a new beginning where everything will carry deeper meaning, where the past will be redeemed, and where my promises for you will be fulfilled fully, abundantly, and gloriously. Remember Noah, my faithful servant. I called him to build an ark in the desert, even though not a single drop of rain had ever fallen. He did not understand it all, but he obeyed. He saw no signs, but he believed, and it was that obedience in the unseen that made him the one who survived, who carried life, who I used to begin again for all humanity. Likewise, my child, I am asking you to prepare. You may not yet see the rain. You may not understand why I am doing what I am doing. But trust me, keep building your ark of faith because my outpouring is coming. A new season is coming. And you are the one I have chosen to carry life, to carry hope, to testify of my power in a world longing for what is true. You are being shaped, being changed, being transformed, not because I have left you, but precisely because I am preparing you for something great. And I never make mistakes. Stand firm, obey, and be ready. For I am the one who makes all things new in you. And through you, my beloved child, now I am calling you, not with noise, nor with pressure, but with a gentle yet commanding invitation. Trust me fully, obey me, and prepare yourself, for something new is coming, and it is greater than anything you've ever dreamed of. I know that your heart sometimes grows anxious in the face of change. I see your confusion when the familiar begins to shift and take a new form. But dear one, do not fear these changes. They are not signs of being lost. They are not punishments. They are the process, my careful hand rearranging, dismantling the old in order to build something new, vibrant, and complete. This is how I am leading you into the fullness of the promises I once whispered to your heart, promises of abundant life, of eternal purpose, of a future filled with hope. I am the God of restoration. There is nothing lost that I cannot reclaim, nothing broken that I cannot repair. No part of your life is too late for me to touch. I restore what the locusts have devoured, the years you thought were wasted, the dreams you abandoned, the opportunities you believed would never return. I will bring them back, renew them, and multiply them in ways you cannot even imagine. I am the healer of broken hearts. I do not overlook any wound, not even the silent ones that no one else knows about. I draw near, lay my hand on the place that hurts most, and pour my tender comfort deep into the hidden places of your soul. Where you once were fractured, I will make you strong. Where you once were shattered, I will create a new beauty. I am also the deliverer of the captive, not only from physical chains, but from chains of fear, shame, pain, the past, and sin. You once thought you were trapped in a cycle without end, but I have opened the door. I am calling you to step out, not as one bound, but as one made free, one restored, one sent forth with a noble purpose. I am the one who turns deserts into gardens where it was once dry. I will cause life to bloom. I am the one who brings streams to the wilderness where it once was empty. I will pour out my life. I am the one who makes the impossible possible. For with me, all things are possible for the one who believes. So the changes you are sensing are not disorder, but a new order being established according to divine will. You are stepping into a season where everything I do in you is aimed at restoration, restoring life, restoring faith, restoring calling, and restoring the sacredness of your spirit that was lost amid stumbles and trials. Remain in the blessing of my name. Beloved one, do not flee from this process. Do not resist the current that I am leading you through. Remain under the shadow of my wings, where you will be nourished, protected, and guided one step at a time. In my name, there is safety. In my name, there is healing power. In my name, there is a restoration no one can hinder. And remember, I am not merely making the old better. I make all things new. Your life will not simply become improved, it will be supernaturally transformed. And when that happens, not only you, but everyone who looks upon your life will declare, truly, only God could have done this. So keep trusting, keep walking, keep abiding in my name. For I am at work, and the restoration has already begun. Now, offer up your prayer to me with all your heart, Almighty God. I bow before your glorious presence and lift up my heart to you, fragile, weak, yet filled with a longing to live fully in your will. I don't always understand the changes taking place in my life. But today I pray, help me to place my trust fully in you. In every circumstance, in every season, grant me a heart that obeys without resistance to your shaping hand, even when it is painful, even when it is hard to understand, because I know that these very trials are preparing me for the greater good you have destined. Please transform me, heal me, and make me whole in you. Lord, I ask you to anoint me afresh, to fill this weary soul with your Holy Spirit. Pour the fire of your Spirit into my heart so I may be strengthened, able to stand firm in the days of trial and remain unwavering when all around me shifts. Let me become a living witness of your love and power in this dark world. May every word I speak, every action I take, reflect the new life you are bestowing upon me. Almighty God, teach me to wait without despair, to obey without complaining. I pray for a heart that trusts that even when things don't unfold according to my desires, you are still sovereign. I want to stand firm, not by the world's stability, but by the unchanging promise of your word. O Father, Almighty One, I thank you for being the restorer, the kind and gracious Father who sees beauty, even in ashes. Thank you for not abandoning me, for never taking your eyes off me, even when I was weak, even when I was lost. Thank you for continuing to do a new thing, and what you are doing is always better than what I have lost. I cannot express the depth of my gratitude. I can only bow down and say, thank you. Father, Almighty God, I thank you for what you are doing, even when I cannot yet see it. I still believe. Thank you for restoring, for making a way, for bringing me back to where I truly belong, in the goodness of your will. Thank you for being faithful, for never forgetting your promises, and for never forsaking anyone who trusts in you. All glory, all honor, I return to you, the one who is worthy forever. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that together we can build a strong community of faith.